Are angels for real? Do we have a guardian angel? And how do we find our guardian angel? Great questions. Let me answer your angel questions today. Stay tuned for these answers. And I want to share my personal angel story. Plus, I have a great gift that I want to give to you if you watch the video all the way to the end. Hi, and thanks for watching this video. I'm Reverend Will, the creator, author, clergy, and authority behind the website connectwithyourangel.com. I've been looking for evidence of learning about and listening to my guardian angel for over 45 years. I earned a master's degree in theology and a bachelor's degree in psychology. I am a pastor, and I have guided, taught, and led thousands of faithful followers of God in the church and online around the globe. Through my writings, videos, and my online instructions and ministries on Facebook, YouTube, social media, and my blog, I have pursued spiritual insights and angel experiences for many, many years. I want to share my angel story with you. And I hope that it might help you in your search and connection with your guardian angel and God's personal presence in your life. Also, through my story, I want you to find your story about God's angels, His heavenly messengers who are sent also just for you. Now, my angel story, it actually began on the day of my birth, a long, long time ago. I came to know and believe my angel story not through my first-hand experiences, because at my birth, I was too young and too little to understand much of anything, even think about angels, let alone get to know my guardian angel. So I owe my angel story to my mother. Mom was a woman of deep faith. I also owe it to the medical team at the hospital that delivered me. And I owe my pastor, who baptized me a second time on the night of my birth. And also, I now owe a great deal to my guardian angel, whom I know and love and depend on over these years. I believe all of these individuals played a role in both literally and spiritually helping me the moment I took my first tiny breath. My story actually began, as my mother told me, that I was supposed to be born somewhere around the end of the month of February. But I guess I had other plans, and so I came into this world in December, nearly 2.5 months early. Now, in our world today of high-tech medical and neonatal intensive care procedures, a premature baby stands a really good chance of surviving and living a long and productive life. But understand, I was born a long time before all of this tech stuff, way back in 1950. And the only extra support tech they had for me in the hospital the night I was born was an incubator pumping 100% oxygen into my little lungs. My mom told me many years after my birth that when I was born I weighed only 2 pounds and 2 ounces and my lungs were barely developed. In fact, I couldn't even cry. She said I squeaked like a squirrel. In fact, my mother said that when I was born, I was purple. So I really needed some special help that first night. And now, after all of these years of learning, growing, and discovering deeper spiritual things and truths, I believe I had all of the help I needed, both medical and from God in the angels. All the help was there when I needed it the most. My mom said that a few moments after my birth, the nurse in charge grabbed me, seeing that I was purple and barely breathing, and she filled a basin with water, and she baptized me right then and there. Being, I guess, that I was born in a good, strong Lutheran hospital. Well, that was baptism number 1. Now, hold on. Things get better. Listen to this. The hospital quickly called my pastor, and he rushed over to the hospital, and he baptized me a second time. Now, my mom chuckles every time she told me this story, that just before the pastor did my second baptism, he sternly scolded the nurse for doing his work of the sacrament. I guess he thought I needed 2 baptisms, perhaps a sign of things to come for this little purple 2-pound, 2-ounce baby boy. Well, as I grew up healthy and strong, my mom kept reminding me all through my school years that she believed God must have something really special in store for me since I survived that birthday and I came out okay. She kept telling me this story of God and me, and for many, many years, I didn't think too much about it. But she kept reminding me that God must have a plan since I made it through the night of my birth. Another chapter of my angel story happened one bright and sunny afternoon as my mom and I were walking up our street toward my elementary school. I think I was in 4th or 5th grade at the time. We were crossing this busy street in front of the school when I saw this elderly man slowly walking toward us across the street. Then, out of the blue, he stopped us in the middle of the road. He took a long, hard look at me. He had the smile on his face and this twinkle in his eyes. And he recognized my mom, who I thought he knew because, you see, Mom was a nurse also in that same hospital. But then his attention and his stare settled on me. And with that smile of his, I will always remember what he said. He said, "There you are, my miracle baby." Now think about that for just a minute. A long-time medical doctor steeped in medicine and science calling someone he delivered a miracle baby. Now, if there was ever a spiritual faith connection made between science and believing, it was from him to me that day. Well, as the years went on, I kept all of these memories close in my mind, and I began to ask myself, what does all of this mean for my life? Does God have a plan for me, and why would a doctor give such a witness and call this baby his miracle baby? I had so many questions and not a whole lot of answers at that time. What exactly did happen that night I was born that helped me not only survive my birth, but thrive and grow? Well, the final piece of my puzzle, or you might say my awakening, happened about 10 years ago. I was living just a little bit west of my hometown, and I had been searching and trying to figure out a way to uncover God's further plan for my life and the answer to my deepest whys. One day, when I was back visiting in my hometown, I made an appointment at a spiritual guidance clinic, a place where the staff was trained and equipped to act as spiritual channels of sorts for God's messengers and to help connect people who were interested with their guardian angel. Well, in a visit and an appointment one day, the staff person that I was talking with told me plainly that I had a guardian angel since the day of my birth, and my guardian angel's name was Raphael. She thought that was rather interesting because she said that she had never known an archangel to be a person's guardian angel. But she said, "Your guardian angel is Raphael. There must be a reason for that." Well, since that time, the many isolated and fragmented chapters of my life, they began to fit together, kind of like pieces of a puzzle coming together and finally making sense. I began to understand God's story of my faith and God's calling for the rest of my life. Have you ever wondered that? I didn't investigate Raphael the angel, the counselor and guide, said that my guardian angel at the time was Raphael. I didn't investigate Raphael the angel, the guardian angel, the counselor, or the guide said was my guardian angel at the time, but I did talk to Raphael and I did seek a message from God through him. I grew more relaxed, feeling protected by this angel. And I grew in my believing that God sends us heavenly messengers to guide us, teach us, help us, and even heal us along the way. So I began to blog a number of years ago seriously and to study about angels, and I began to see why having Raphael as a guardian angel made real sense for me. You see, Raphael is, as I shared, an archangel. And Raphael is the archangel of healing. In fact, his name means God heals. God sends archangels, Raphael, the healer, to God's people when they need God's healing power. When God has a purpose and a plan, that healing is important for their life. And so, Raphael, the archangel, responsible for healing in the traditions of most religions that teach and believe in angels, is my guardian angel. And now, it all makes sense, and it rings true for me. My mother's stories, the doctor's witness in the middle of the street, my 2 baptisms, and feeling called for the past 45 years to lead folks on their spiritual journeys, me as a pastor and a clergy. And finally knowing and believing that it was God's angel Raphael the healer who was present at my birth and helped heal me when I needed God's help the most. And it makes a lot of important difference in our lives when we realize and trust that God gives us messengers and that God loves us. God loves you enough to give you a special purpose for your life. Well, this is my angel story, and I hope it helps you believe in your angel, trust your angel, and do everything you can to stay close to God's heavenly messengers and find out who your guardian angel is. And this is why I gave birth to my blog, connectwithyourangel.com. Now, if you click the link in the description, if you're watching this on YouTube, or you click the button on my blog post just below the video, I want to give you an angel guidebook that I have created as my gift for you. It's called Angel Questions, Angel Answers. You see, I'm dedicated to keeping my connection to God strong with the help of my guardian angel, and I hope you do too. God bless you, and I'll see you on my blog, connectwithyourangel.com. This is Reverend Will. Thanks for watching.